Welcome back. Steve Snyder, artist and member of Fresh Gallery, is here. How are you?
I'm good today. How are you?
I am great.
Good.
We love seeing your art. What kind of art do you do?
Generally, it's photography, but I like to consider it as art. It's something that you can hang on a wall, something you can appreciate that looks good next to paintings or any other kind of decor you have.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Tell me about how you got into art.
How did I get into
Or
art?
photography, I guess.
Well, okay, so if you really want to know how I got into art, when I was a very small child, my mother would give me a piece of paper and crayons to draw on the pew in church to keep me quiet. So yeah, it goes
That's
back
relatable.
till I was a toddler. As
Good
for
answer.
photography,
Yeah, it is.
I always had a camera, but I would take photographs for reference shots for drawings and such. And then later on in life, I was working as a designer and I had access to a commercial photographer and the studio and the equipment. And I could work with it anytime, questions I could ask him, and it just slowly progressed from there.
Yeah. So you've been doing art for a long time, right?
My whole life.
How has that like changed whenever you were young, but you were starting like really decide you were gonna actually do it to now? Like how has art changed as a whole with technology and other things?
Yeah, technology's big.
Right.
Technology has changed a lot, but what it comes down to in the end, to truly create art, it has to come from you. Yes, you can go out with a camera and take a photograph, but what you see here is what I see in my mind when I'm taking the photograph.
Yeah, because my pictures don't look like this.
That's what I wish that is what I see in my
Yeah.
mind. But that's
When-
not
when-
how it looks.
When I see a scene, I can see it in my mind as well as to what it should look like. So there might be slight little tweaks or small alterations to just enhance it just slightly to make the image just pop that much more and be that much more interesting.
So does that affect like the angle that you would take it at, or a different lens so that certain things stick out to you?
That is part of it. And then once you get the picture, you can go into post-processing on the computer, and you might find a little spot and you just lighten it up a little bit. It's like when you worked in the darkroom with film and you would dodge and burn to lighten and darken different areas. Only with the computer and the software, you can do that to a much more precise level and scale.
So tell us about some of these pieces that you brought in.
This one in the middle looks really cool. Like what it's made out of is really interesting.
It's a satin metal print.
And you said I could actually touch that, huh?
You can touch it. Fingerprints will wipe off pretty much.
Usually you can't touch art.
But it just it feels good.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
With the satin finish, you don't get the glare that you do with a high gloss.
Okay.
And I just like the metal prints, especially when they're framed.
No, I really like it
It's
too.
a nice presentation.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of nature? It looks like you have a lot of nature here.
I do a lot of nature. Yes.
So tell us about this one.
Sometimes it's nice just to work with a human figure. Sometimes you find a scene and there's just something missing. So if you can just find and put a human figure into that scene, it will just help it that much more.
I just love hearing you talk about photography, but where can people find all of your work?
Currently, I'm a member of Fresh Gallery downtown, 401 North Boonville, just 2 blocks north of the square.
Okay.
Right.
I'm there with a lot of other artists. We have a lot of diverse artists, different kinds of artwork. They're really good.
Thank you so much for being here and for bringing
welcome.
this. Your work
so
is
cool.
really beautiful.
Yeah,
thank you.
And your viewpoint is as well.
Thank you so much.
Coming up on Ozarks Live, this week's review of The Amazing Race.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.